All right, we should be live, everybody. Welcome. This is software unboxing. We run these. I run these every 2 weeks. At the time of recording, I reserve the right to change this publicly, but within the membership community, you guys have access to all of the replays and the schedule moving forward. So those of you who are able to catch me live, welcome, hello. Make sure that you chat wherever you're at. It all comes to me in one window. So we're on YouTube, in our Facebook group, as well as LinkedIn. So wherever you are at, welcome. Today, I'm going to be walking through Thrivecart's Page Builder. And the reason why, hey, from Milwaukee, the reason why I say this is because I've been a longtime Thrivecart user. For those of you that don't know, Thrivecart is a online sales cart. So it allows you to sell digital products, mainly digital products. Now they've expanded it to where you can sell physical products. I wouldn't recommend it personally. I wouldn't recommend it for physical products, but it's really good. The history is it has a lifetime deal. Josh Bartlett, I believe, was the founder at the time, CEO and founder. And I can't remember, $5.99, maybe $6.99, one-time fee. And you got unlimited updates to the platform, unlimited products. So if you're a digital marketer 4 or 5 years ago, this was revolutionary. This was unseen, unheard of. Everyone else was trying to get recurring revenue, which rightfully so, to help pay for platform development and everything. So Josh took a really unique approach to growth in that aspect. And that's how I got involved with Thrivecart. It integrated with ActiveCampaign and a bunch of other CRM software. So that's what brought me there. And I've been using it pretty exclusively since then. And there are times where I need to send invoices and things of that nature. Well, I'll do that. But for the most part, it's been really solid software. I haven't had many issues trying to communicate with the support team, and I haven't updated to the new Stripe and PayPal stuff. So I, let everything kind of settle before I do that. But I was in the process of updating a new product to be sold, and I went into their Page Builder, the old one, and I was really frustrated, and I was to the point where I was about to just leave the platform, say, "You've overcomplicated it. This is garbage." And then I saw a button that said upgrade to our new cart. So that's what I did. And when I saw it, I didn't do much. I just kind of played around a little bit. And I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to be surprised until I do this unboxing. So I want to spend some time and walk through it together with you all. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask away. Let me just move stuff out the way. If you guys could see how many windows are popping up right now, it's actually kind of distracting. But let me see if this will work. Here we should be able, there it is. Okay, so perfect. This is a new product. I just created one really quick. And what we're going to do is go through the actual design process of our checkout page. All right. And we can do that by browsing the gallery. Now, this was a welcomed addition. Previously, I don't know. I can't even remember if they had a gallery previously, but you could share templates and things of that nature. So I am not going to start from scratch. Why start from scratch when you can have these? But let's just go through just real briefly, everyone. Let me put this full screen so everybody can see it. Nope, that's not the full screen. I don't know where my full screen is at. Okay, we're just going to have to deal with this one. I don't have the right profile on this one. Okay, so when you look at all of these different types of templates, we have sales carts, which is really a sales page. I would call that a sales page. I wouldn't call it a sales cart. Checkouts, which is after you've gone to a sales page and click the button to check out. This is usually the page that you see, right? Modals, pop-up modals, so they can click a button and now they don't even have to leave your website. and embeds. So this is what it looks like if you would like to embed it. This looks like the classic, the traditional Thrivecart right here. So let's go to these sales cards and let's pick one that looks fairly straightforward. How about this? Well, let's preview it. You can preview. Okay. Yeah. This looks like a more modern startup software um, type deal here. So let me set up all of this. Oh, I skipped steps. I skipped steps, everyone, when I was originally doing this. So let me do some owner stuff here. And I should be able to, which by the way, this is part of, let me see if I can continue. They want me to put a process around here. This is part of the unboxing, is that you go through, and I'm doing this live. I did not set this up. This is not, a clean environment where I know that everything is going to work, where I'm going to say this is $100. And the only reason I don't have it on the screen now is because I don't know if these settings are going to share sensitive information, but we're good now. All right. So I did, they wanted me to add price, a payment processor, and a few other things. Hey, Samantha. So here we go. Here it is. All right. I will say it's pretty clean. It's pretty clean from just out the gate. Nice, clean, easy. Can I preview it? No preview button. That's easy for me to find, but I'm sure there are things. So this is the enhanced editor, and look at all the blocks. So progress bar, spacer, hero editor, hero area, call outs. And let's just look at them. Let's just walk through. I don't want to do all blocks, but we can put these progress bars. So all of them have dots, which are pretty much step 1, step 2, step 3, things of that nature. Hold on. Let's drop one. Let's drop one and see, are these configured to where you can tie these buttons to pages? I'm not sure I know. If I click on this, it just says done. Maybe I load a custom element, save. You do not have any custom elements. So I don't know what to do here. You see, I'm trying to click and maybe even modify. I can definitely upload a logo right here. I can definitely do that. That's easy. I can do percentage of the logo. All right, so that's easy. The logo part is, but this is not, this just says done. So, all right, maybe I grabbed the wrong one. Let's try another one and see if there's clearly something that I'm supposed to do that I don't know that I'm supposed to do. But look at this. I got step 1, step 2, and success. So why can I not tie this? Oh, look at that. Select product is now blue. And if I do success, what happens? Cart page. No, it was always green. I said blue. It was always green. All right. So I'm not going to use that for right now because it takes some reading of some documentation that I have not read through. I would want to say, let me just highlight and say, please read the documentation of all these platforms, as I am not doing that. So spacer, that's pretty self-explanatory. Hero area. Oops, sorry. Hero areas. Okay. This is interesting. Let me see what happens when I drop this one. I drop that hero area. It's a pretty nice design, right? Everything is just click and edit, as you can see. So unlike the progress bar to the other sections. Oh, Samantha said I hit next to get to the other sections. Let me go back. Drop this. Let me go here. Click on this. Oh, this next. Oh, no, that just takes me. I get it. I see. The next takes me to the next step in here. So I probably have to do this. Although it shows a cart step 2. Why wouldn't it go to step 2 if I hit next for step? Okay. So there's a whole thing. There's a whole thing, funnel steps and everything that I would advise you all to read up on. This is cool. You just kind of update this. Is the background color, decoration options, background swoosh. Oh, so some of these designs, that's not a background image. That's just kind of like its own thing. You see, I can turn that off and on. I cannot upload my own. I can change the color of it. See that? I can change the color of it. So depending on iPad decoration. Okay. So depending on which template you choose, all of this stuff is either in it or not. Okay. So this is good. This is good. And because I have this new area, dare I delete the old? I'm going to delete the old one. How about that? And just use this. Okay. Let's go back to some of these blocks. So call outs are, these are pretty cool. Interesting. And look, you can load custom blocks. What I'm assuming is that there are a bunch of people out there that either have or will be selling templates. I would not be opposed to buying one just to shorten the design process. But let's look at this one. Let's say we want to show them early that there's a coupon. Essentially, that's what this looks like, is a coupon area. Okay. So that's fine. And you see, listen, I'm not even doing much but dragging and dropping, and it's still keeping a pretty clean presentation. This is one of the things that we ran into at Lead Pages when I was working at Lead Pages, was how much somebody could really beat up a landing page. Take a template and just beat it up, bastardize the thing to where you didn't even recognize it. You're like, whose child is this? What just happened to this page? I used to know it. Now I don't. Who did this? This is criminal. Now we need to go arrest somebody. I say that in jest, but I'm just saying I don't want this line. Okay. Delete the element. And then it's too close now. So what I would end up doing is just put a basic spacer in here. No, I don't even have to put a spacer because I should be able to go here and give it a top padding. Well, that's interesting. Can I give it a top margin? How about an inner padding top? Would that push it down? That pushes the red space down. Okay, I don't want the block to overlap. There we go. So, hey, listen, guys are learning this builder as I go. So you saw it was too close. That's a lot. When the block can overlap, the padding doesn't work. And if this block had a background, let me give it the same color. Just for demonstration purposes. You see that? Now it's overlapping. So what I could probably do here is give this a bottom padding to push it down. See that? Now it's not as close to the space, and everything is looking clean. Now I wouldn't. This is gonna bother me. This red does not go at all. So maybe I'll do a dark. Then it's got red there. Maybe we just do white, but then it's not overlapping. Can I put a border around it? I can't put a border around it. So perhaps this is the background and this is the inner background color. If I change this to red. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to keep that white. And let's just change this to maybe like a yellow. It won't look too bad on red. Something like that. Don't want it to be gray. All right, I'll keep it there. I'll keep it there for now. One note that drives me crazy about Thrivecart. Let me just show you all. If I do F, see how it just expands to all Fs. So if you have a hex code, you literally cannot type in more than 3 characters. It just expands out. So you have to copy and paste codes. It drives me nuts. it's been in here forever. I don't know why they don't change it or update it. So that's that. And then look at this. This is an image and this is an image, which is, I have no idea how they did this. This has to be part of this. This is part of the template. You cannot do this by default. There's no way somebody's going to convince me that I can do this by default, because I don't even see columns. If I click on this thing, feature position is to the left. So what, hold on. Okay, so I'm wrong. I'm wrong. You can create this. If you drop a block that has a feature position, this is just an image. And what happens is, which is pretty cool, right? The decoration is that those dots and the image on top of it. So I can go to options and I believe matrix. So they call that the matrix. If I change it to all white, it will give the appearance of it's disappeared. And if I can change the image, secondary image. I don't know where I changed the image. You guys see that? Oh, I just go literally to the image and hit update. Hey, from Milwaukee, I just want to say hi again. I was up there. I was actually in Milwaukee for New Year's. So it just came to my mind when I read your comment again. So anyways, back to it from Facebook. So that's good. Again, I don't believe these are areas. I think that, features. Oh, it is an area. You see that? This is the area right here. So that's what that is. Did I jump ahead? We were on hero, call outs. Okay. So what I like about this so far is that everything is really well designed, and you don't, even if you're just quickly trying to put something together, you could drop it in here and maintain a pretty clean look. Right. I'm going to change this to white, so this gives it like a float. Now the countdown timer is more like a ticker. More like a banner that you usually see at the top of the page, more than a countdown, maybe on a webinar registration page or something where you have the blocks that are all designed. But it looks, you could work with this. If I told it 5 days from now, it'll start counting down, right? I don't think there's much here. You change the background color, all of that. So nothing major there. And then these featured areas are the ones that come with their own settings. So you just have to play with them. You turn the decoration on and off. You see that it's those matrix buttons, and we can go and set the color of them. So one we want to be gray, and the other one we want to have like this blue or maybe a red to make it stand out a little more. You see that? So it's not making you work hard to get a really clean design. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what page building platform you could easily do this type of stuff with, the overlaying and changing of colors. It usually you're playing with margin, negative margin, and positions and absolute. This is no code, everyone. This is no code. And let's keep it contextual. We're building a sales page here. So this is for the non-techie, no coding, but you've got some marketing and sales needs. You need to get a page up and make sure that people can go to it, read everything that's there, click a button to check out. This is getting to a point where it may even be convincing me to use it because it's so simple and clean. It's so simple and clean. So everything else on here, you can just touch and update. See that? Amazing text goes here. And then over here, you can easily do the line height and all of that. Some people may prefer to type in these values. For me, although I am a typer, I don't mind kind of the slider. Now, where I do mind the slider is if, let's say, I wanted all the text to be 20 pixels, then I go here. I will want to just type 20 in here. I've got to be real. Look at that. I got to be real granular to get to 20 and then come off my mouse. So I would love to see the ability to type and slide, but you all are seeing just how simple and straightforward this is. I'm enjoying these feature blocks. These feature blocks, this is where the money is, right? All of these feature blocks, because even here, what about this text? Can I change this text? Look at that. Can I make it into more than one word? More than one word. That's not, again, simplifying things that are usually pretty difficult to pull off. So I appreciate it. And I could change the color. I'm pretty sure I could change the color of all of this. And I'm going to show you the error. I want to use my brand color, E96, E2A, E96. And then look at that. It just fills in the rest. So that is of the underline word. What about the text? I think I have to do that here. So I can do the underline separately from the text. Okay. I'll take that. Can I? Let me make sure. Yes, you can. All right. So I'm going to change it to purple. I'm going to copy this because they're not going to let me put it in here and then paste it. So what I don't like is, can I delete that in space? I don't know how to get it to not go all the way past the way. Anyway, it's fine. Little stuff. Now you've got all your features. Boom, boom, boom. Now, if you have more than 4 features, does it look right if we duplicate it and then delete this? Yes, delete that element. And you know what I wish I could do is see a preview without these dotted lines. That's what I'm really struggling with right now, to see how this looks. But I know for a fact I can take some of the padding off. Take some of the padding here. Now that looks, that looks like 8 features, right? So that was duplicating this and just deleting the headline. So you can get double duty on a lot of these features, which is really good. And this is another one where the feature is on the right instead of the left. Sometimes what I've seen people do on sales pages is this. Duplicate that. Let me highlight this section and move it to the left. Listen, everybody. You guys are seeing this live. I'm just moving stuff to test things out. This looks like, I don't know what language this is in, but this looks like a pretty decent, this looks like a decent sales page. If I were to just drop my imagery in it, nice. Now, can I give this a border? Oh my gosh, really? Look at that. I can even give these borders. Look at that. If you want to drop a border and make them look like cars, I do this often in my designs. So I would not be opposed to do this. Now, I don't know what will happen if I don't use a square image. I don't know. I don't know if that will mess things up here or what, but this is background color. What is that? That's an image. Background color, border size. Border size is 20 pixels. Is that what that is? That's a border? Now that's very interesting. So that is an icon. That's an icon, and they just put a real big border around it. That's very creative. Now, you play with these tools for this exact reason, to know what's possible. And the best way that I found to know what's possible is to see how the company themselves have built things. We can really reverse engineer a lot of this stuff. Blocks. Let's look at testimonials. Oh man, wow. So they really make it easy for you. Really make it easy. This is a footer type testimonial. What does that look like? That's cool to have brands. What are brands saying? Are people from brands? If you want to highlight the logos of the companies, And I bet you I could turn this swoosh off. Look at that decoration off, on, change the color of it. So we now know that's standard. Testimonial FAQ, pretty straightforward. Oh, they've got the ones that collapse too for you. There you go. Does it collapse? Yep. Now the question is, can I add more? That is the ultimate question. I don't believe I can, but that would be cool. What? Hold on. Look at this. Edit FAQs. There you go. Yes, you can. I'll just do this. I've got a shortcut just to put a whole bunch of dummy text in for this very reason, and hit save. And there it is. There it is. Okay. All right. I have to admit, I do like this. Contain within block. Ooh, well, would you look at that? I can say do not contain it within the block, and it just keeps on going down its squiggly path. It would be nice to upload some of these vectors like swooshes and all of that, but hey, look, why? Why overcomplicate things? I already have them in there. It looks nice. Keep moving. Although I did like it to overlap. I don't want it contained. I like that. So that's FAQs, and you can add them. You're not stuck to that. Here are galleries if you want to use galleries. And are they using that padding trick on these icons? Are they? Border. No, they're not. So what are these? Yes, they are. Border size. See? Which is weird because that's kind of making the smaller the border, the bigger the image. It's messing with my head. Let me do image size. So that's a whole image, the border and the icon. Interesting. Either way, this would probably fill in this whole area if it was a rectangular image. So we've got that. And then lastly, let's look at content. What is content? It's just one of these blocks. These are probably the ones that people use the most with designing. And what is this? I think this is a two. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. Vertical align, bottom. The background is of this entire block, right? Yep. Content width. Yep, I got that. Oh, I can do that. And see, this is what I was saying. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Element options. You can create for content. You can do 1, 3, and 4. Now, if we've got 2, what happens if I change that to 3? Okay, go back to 2. And my quick question here is within can you embed blocks? So can I put a FAQ inside of one? No, I cannot. So these blocks are not embeddable within one another. However, which leads us to the next one, I believe elements are. Okay. So if I do a featured area, see that? I can drop the featured area anywhere. And there we go. So I did I? Yes. I dropped the featured area here. And what this does is very confusing. Let me not do that because I now don't understand what layout I'm truly. Let me just delete that, okay? But the proof, I don't like this content block at all. Delete block. What I would do, instead of using a content block, I will go to this element and do a, why does it always go up there? I would do, oh, so these, okay. I'm learning. So the content, the elements don't create sections. All right. They are used within sections. But I thought that I could put a content box below something. Look at that. It has to go in something that already exists. So delete that. Delete this column block. What I wanted to do was just put 2 columns right below this. And it doesn't look like you're able to do that. What if I want to put a 2-column design? What is this? Is this not a column? No. What is this one called? This is just the cart. This is part of the design. You can't delete this. Yeah. Okay. This is part of the design. And if I do single step, it's all there. Multi-step, just ask for their info. Okay. I got it. I got it. So the question is something really basic. What if you want a 2-column design? Let's see. If I go 2 columns, it's definitely not, it is there, but let me just say, look at this, columns. It says columns right here, but I just can't put it between elements. It wants me to drop it in an element. So to me, that's a limitation. Okay. Now, what I could do is maybe this content is the best that I can do. Is go there, and then I've got my 2 columns. I just don't need 2 rows. I don't need 2 rows. Put it like that. Okay. Delete this column block. So you see that that one is a section with 2 columns within it. And I don't want this image. Yes. All right. And I don't want this. But you got to hover over it to delete it. There we go. There's my 2 columns. That's how you do it. So just so you, and I can change it to 3. Change it to 3. And then come back and make it bigger. Okay. And then there's my 3rd one. So that's how you do that. Lastly, I have done nothing except drop blocks here and there. This just made it look ugly though, everybody. Let me take that off. Look at this. You would have thought I designed this intentionally. Well, not really. It doesn't. I mean, I can make it look like that. Delete. Do some other stuff. This is gonna bother me just because it's ugly. So let's just get it out of there. All right. Now it's and this really doesn't make sense to have a countdown in the middle like that unless it's by the checkout, you know. But look at that. Not bad. If you had the copy, drop that on this page, swap out your logo. Great page. Great clean page. And let's look at its mobile responsiveness. Because we used their elements, it should all, yeah, it looks decent. Ooh, that's terrible. Oh my goodness. Am I the only one that believes this is horrible? Look at that. I'm glad we did this, everyone, because I would not appreciate that. This block looks terrible on mobile, and there's nothing you could do about it. You could just preview it on mobile. So I wouldn't use that block. This one, okay, this one looks good. This one isn't bad. Testimonials. This one isn't bad. FAQ isn't bad. This one isn't bad. Now you can't, a lot of page builders nowadays allow you to adjust the font based on the device. So I usually make my headings and font smaller on mobile devices so you don't have to scroll as much. You're not going to be able to do that using this. So, with that being said, I don't think it's a deal breaker, but I think it's worth mentioning to go through each one of these feature blocks, each one of these blocks, and just see how they perform in a mobile environment. Let me drop this one down. Look at that background, this, slashed divider. If I go mobile, the background doesn't look bad. This looks good. This looks good. I think that it's the ones that have those column layouts are the ones that you really got to watch. And because you all are watching this, if you're using Thrivecart, I repeat, do not use this block. If you plan for your people to have a good mobile experience, this block is not it. It will not give you that at all. Maybe I overlooked a setting somewhere, but all I know is when I go mobile responsive, oh my gosh, who reads like that? There's nobody. There's nobody on planet Earth on planet Earth that reads like this. Okay, but the other blocks look pretty good. Like I like how these looked. I do. So go through and test it out. Can I do copy from a design? What if I wanted to start over? What if I was like, don't really like this. That's not it. Oh, but let me show you real quick. This is all of the information if you wanted it to be shared on social or found via, organic search or something like that. You could update the page, the description, favicon, all of that. But the last thing I want to say is what if I wanted to just start with a whole new design? Nope. Those are other. I don't think you can do it. Load custom block. Yeah. Once you're in it, this is it. I felt like I did that before. I was able to start over. Let me just exit. I'm not going to change anything. Save anything. Let's just see. Sorry, everybody. It just brought me back to here. And let me launch the editor. And it's probably going to go right back to how it was, which is fine. I'm fine with that. What I'm trying to say is, what if I wanted to choose a different template? There's no option within it. So I think you just exit without saving, launch editor. I'm sorry. I'm going in circles, exit without saving, and then browse gallery. See that? All content added to your funnel will be lost. Yes, I understand. That's how you start with a new template. All right. So I think that was pretty effective. And I think that's enough for today. I got exactly what I need. I know what context to use Thrivecart's new page builder. I am now not in the dark. I understand the mobile responsive limitations. I understand rows and columns and designs. I still think it's a good tool for the majority to be able to go and put up a nice looking sales page without having to rely on another page builder or some coding experience or even design. This is friendly enough to where you can use Canva. You can use Canva here to create some imagery or Photoshop, whatever, insert Adobe image product or any product that you like for creating images. But you can, if the design requires it, I feel like between templates in those platforms and this, you can come up with a pretty clean design. I hope this was helpful for everyone. What I'm going to do is say bye now for everyone streaming. Anyone in the academy, the membership community that has questions, I'll stay on Zoom for a little while longer. But for everyone else who attended, thank you so much for attending these unboxing. It's every other Wednesday, so you can mark your calendar. Catch us live on social just as you have now. All of my members, feel free to jump into the community, and you'll have access to all of the replays as well as, ability to ask me questions and ask questions around any content uploaded. So thank you all for attending with me today. See you guys later.